Welcome back. You're now tuned into the other side of sports. It's your host, Laws in the building. It's me, it's Aaron, it's D in the building, rocking out. You already know when you're in here. A lot of stuff on tap. We're gonna get into all of it, of course. Got a question of the day. Question of the day comes in. It says, I'm a young high school teacher. It's my first full year teaching. I don't live in the town I teach in, but even so, I have been seeing some of my students at the gym lately. My question is, does this mean I need to adjust what I'm wearing? I typically wear cute, trendy outfits like leggings and sports bras, or sometimes crop tops or Nike Pros. Normally, I could care less about what people think of my outfits, but it's slightly different vibe when I see my students there. Or should I just change my gym altogether? What should I do?
You was
Change the
breaking up. I
gym.
couldn't hear you.
Change the gym.
Change the gym. She says she's not even going to the gym in her own area. She outside the area and she running into her students.
Yeah, she need to go to the gym in her area. If she's not even, if she's teaching in another area, is she going to the gym in the area that she's teaching in? That's what I'm trying to
Nah,
understand.
she's saying no.
So
She
how
said,
are
I
they?
don't live in the town I teach in, but even so, I have been seeing students at my gym lately.
They
Oh,
found out she work out there, and that's why they
that's
talking.
it. That's what I was just getting ready
The
to
same
say.
thing we would have done when we was in school if we had a bad teacher. Oh,
Hey,
she work out at
no,
the LA Fitness in Crawford. Oh, we got to be
yeah.
over there.
And then Bama's gonna be down there looking at it like, dang, young
no.
teacher.
First of all,
Like,
she said she be wearing cute, trendy outfits like leggings and sports. See, she already know what she doing,
She
dog.
like
She
the attention,
thirst. She like the attention, but she don't want that attention, which
right.
not
is
from the 13 year
understandable.
olds.
No.
Yeah.
Cause that's all in their brain. That's all they gonna see for, and that just imprinted in their brain, bro. It's an imprint.
Yeah, this for the instructors and the grown people up there. But now she got the little teeny boppers looking at her. She yeah. So you probably gonna have to yeah,
Get a
you probably
Peloton
gonna yeah,
and
you're
run
gonna
in
have to
the
do a
house.
Peloton and just do a home workout situation or something like that.
I mean, going
Uh
to the gym is different. The environment is different than going, as opposed to in the house. I would just say you got to change your gear up. You got to change your gear, man.
You can't say that to a woman. They can wear whatever they want,
Well, hey,
and
she
your eyes
asked.
gotta stay in your head.
But look, she asked though. She asking. I mean, I hear you though, but she asking. At the end of the day, you better put a long sleeve on. Put on one of them big like foil wraps that Babs be putting on. Like if
the
you,
Missy Elliott
yeah,
jump.
the Missy
Talking about the
Elliott,
trash
The
bag
trash
jump.
bag.
the trash bag joint. Like you need to put something like that on, because kids that are adolescent, dog, they're looking for any type of skin
And
to
your
look.
thirst just get turned on
That's
at that
it.
point.
Yeah, they thirst out of control, dog. They
Yeah,
did.
you
They
Nothing can be
found
done.
out what gym you going to. Yeah,
and you
they
already
tracking you.
Cause she on
They tracking.
Instagram posting and all that, so they're like, okay, that ain't number 10 minutes down the street.
not
One of
not
the one of the kids got a whip,
eh,
hop in the joint, pile in, and show up at the gym.
that's it. Not to
They not
mention
doing no workouts.
they're not, and you can already know Bama's had a phone. Even if the she ain't post, Bama's get their phone out, be like, yo, look who's in the gym. And then that's all it takes. Like, oh, the shit. All right,
Then
tomorrow,
the whole
we gonna,
homeroom in there.
yeah. You said the whole room in that joint.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. It's tough. I wish I could say it don't got to be that way, but it is what it is. Got to
Don't they have
adapt.
women only gyms? I think it's like Curves or something like that, where
I don't
I think
know.
it's only women.
Yeah, you're right. That's what it's called.
Or you
That
could do the what's that jump called? Orange Theory. That
yeah.
jump, them jumps be naked. You got it. The membership first is so high. They got a front that you can't get. It's real like locked tight. So if they trying to just get up in there, I don't think they will be able to. So
Unless their
uh,
parents got a membership or something, but yeah,
yeah, that- I mean those gyms are a little more exclusive. So
yeah, for
you
sure.
might want to try one of them jumps. If you had the fitness for less, you can just kiss that goodbye. They're gonna be up in there. They're gonna be up in there. Uh dog, let me hold on, young. Let me put my glasses on before we get to this next topic. Ron Rivera, last 3 years with the Washington football team, this Bama has a losing record.
Brother moves
Why
on.
is he still? Why is he still the coach of the football team?
Because Dan was renting out the cheerleaders. That's the thing that's saving his career.
Dog, he's 22-27 and one. Sorry, I forgot the tie versus the Giants. No disrespect to the Giants, but 22-27 and one. How does that deserve an extension, man? Get Ron Rivera out of here.
It'll be weird if they fired Scott Turner, waited, and then fire Ron Rivera. You know what I'm
But
trying
Ron
to
fired Scott.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So then if that's the case, that would have to come from some, upper management would have to get rid of him.
Yeah, I
GM.
think he would have been gone Monday, like Harold was saying. If they was gonna fire him 10 o'clock Monday, we'd have heard about it.
I guess my whole thing is what has he done since he's been the head coach for Washington?
He brought a
Nothing.
MAGA D coordinator and a MAGA quarterback, and he got cancer. That too.
Oh,
And he
he's
does
been
viral
horrible.
videos about informing players
Their
about
Pro
their
Bowl
Pro Bowl
selection.
status. Yeah, everything he does got something to do with anything but winning.
This guy did not even know his team was in what the playoff situations and scenarios was for the. What does he do, dog? What does Ron Rivera do? He doesn't tell the truth. He doesn't know football. He doesn't know when to punt the ball or go for it, or he
I just
doesn't
got a
know
question.
personnel.
We always joke about the rest of the world catching up 3 years later with the stuff they get said on this podcast. So you remember when Haskins was a quarterback, and I was saying Scott Turner's trash. The spacing is terrible. It's predictable. No, it's people running wide open. It's not the offense. It's the quarterback. Yada yada yada. Right? They finished what 7-9 that season, right? Or whatever. 7-9. 2 years later, they got more of their players in. More people from Carolina fluctuated up onto the team. They got the quarterback they wanted. Then he went and handpicked another quarterback that he wanted. Now all of a sudden, Scott Turner ain't delivering the results he's looking for. He expected more. Which one is it? Or we not having that Haskins conversation no more because he gone. So was we right or was we wrong?
Dog, we right every time. We right every time, dog. I used to be like, yeah, sometimes we get no, we right every time, dog. This year, when we do our draft evaluation, we're gonna be right again. It's all documented. Just go back and search the tapes. If you
And you
don't
remember
believe me,
Dan Orlovsky did the little piece on NFL Network, I think it was, where he's showing the plays and showing how the spacing is terrible, the play calling is terrible, and everybody wanted to run in Scott's defense. No, it's not. It's Haskins. I'm not saying Haskins was going to be Tom Brady, but it's funny how when they want to get rid of a guy that they don't like as a person, has nothing to do with playing football. As a person, they pull out all the stops. They got all these other things they want to say. They want to celebrate all these Bammers, and then 2 years later, you fire because the standard wasn't high enough. Did the
But
offense change in the last 2 years?
yeah, it's one of those things where two things can't be true at the same time. I don't think Haskins was going to be great. He was coming out of Ohio State. I didn't think he was going to be great, but you could tell Scott Turner wasn't good either. So because everybody didn't like Haskins, that must be the problem. You can have
They was
more than one
averaging more
good.
points per game with Haskins than they had been this season. I'll tell you that. It wasn't 13, 16, 17. But it's fine when you got your boy out there and everybody, he's got the moxie.
But
Is it
Moxie don't
about winning?
always.
Is it about scoring points? It's confusing with his fan base, though, and with
Yeah,
the media.
and
The
Moxie
cheese
don't.
keeps moving. It moves and moves and moves. The defense give up 30. The quarterback score 23. He trash. Get him out of here. The defense holding people to 16. The offense scored 17. It's the most amazing thing they ever seen. There's so much moxie. It's weird, dog. I'm getting confused. I just need some of the white fans to call in. And this is what I really want. Can the white fans who listen and watch on YouTube, can you write in the comments, what does moxie mean? Help me understand, because I don't know what moxie means and how that translates to football. Madden don't have a moxie rating, dog. So I don't understand. Like,
it's a feeling. It's a
feeling.
feeling.
Moxie. I don't see that on Madden, dog. They ain't got it on 2K. Nothing. I'm just trying to figure it out. So that's what I need. Some of the white fans, go ahead and hit us in the comments or come on the show and let us know what moxie means. Because they don't have that word in PG County or DC, Northeast Side. They don't have that.
It's one of them things, man. If it was something, it would be probably like heart, his heart, and the reason why you lean on that type of saying
because you're sorry.
No, he got heart. Usually the Bama's they subscribe. He got heart, dog. Bama's end up losing in the end.
They sorry. You never heard Aaron, even though other white quarterbacks. You never heard Brady or Aaron Rodgers, Bama saying they got moxie. Not never. Because the Bama's is good. When you talk about moxie, it's always somebody trash, you know?
And it's a 19.
It's always somebody trash.
Yeah, that's an old saying too, probably from like the 40s or something. The word
Justin
moxie.
Herbert, you never heard that? Trevor Lawrence? No, it's only reserved for garbage time, though. All right, but I'm off my tangent. Go ahead with the show here.
Dog, Georgia played TCU last night.
Did they?
Stomped a mud hole.
That was a scrimmage.
I'm talking about, dog, this was one of the worst national championship mud holes I've seen in the history of
ever
college football, dog, ever. These Bams was eating chicken on the sideline, barbecue and everything at halftime.
Barbecue chicken.
These Bams playing hopscotch. They was dapping each other up. Like, usually you got to keep, the coach will kirk out, like, y'all got to stay engaged. Like, you can't just, this jump was so mud hole-ish that there was nothing the coach could say to them. Like, the Bams was scoring at will. They was moving up and down the field like butter cakes. I mean, dog, question is, Stinson for men, he gonna be good at the next. I don't want to get
like
evaluation just yet.
And he's 32.
He's 26.
He gonna be playing in the flag league with us. I'm too old to get drafted in the NFL. Ain't no way.
Dog, what was it like? Remember the Bama Brandon Whedon? He was old when he got drafted.
Did that work?
Brandon Whedon was like 28 when he got drafted.
Is he good?
He went to the military, I thought. Chris Winkie was what, 29?
Yeah, Chris Winkie was. I remember him out of Florida State.
And he was cooking at Florida State.
Yeah. So y'all, he can't do it, huh?
I can't say. I haven't looked at any college.
I gotta look at the tape. The Bama he can spin it though. He can throw.
Can he? No, that Bama cannot throw to me. I don't see it.
I would, yeah, and I would kind of say related to what Aaron's saying. There was at first I was like, oh yeah, he could throw it because he was throwing in some tight windows. I'm not gonna lie to you, he was throwing in some tight windows in the beginning of the game. But then there was a couple of some deep passes. Them passes weren't getting there, and the receiver had to come back to the ball because he didn't have a lot of arm strength. That's something that I did notice, but I don't know how good or bad he is. I haven't done any evaluation of college at all. And
we're going to get.
He can't play in the pros. He's not a starter in the NFL. Don't even waste your time on the footage.
No, we gotta go through the footage because he's gonna be a conversation, dog.
Right.
No, he's not. I promise you he will. I guarantee. I'll give you $1,000 if anybody mentions him going in the first round on their mock draft board. I will give you and don't go make a mock draft and just throw the Bama in the first round. If any of the Bammers who get all the credit, ESPN, NFL Network, put the Bama in the first round, I will give you $1,000.
Sometimes
he's a problem.
It's. I mean, I haven't seen that.
No, you just don't jump off the deep end just yet. Wait, let's watch. Let the tape.
If you're 25 and you still playing in college, what did that make you? Good. If he was like that, he'd have been in the pros at 21, 22, 23, 24.
Some people late bloomers, dog.
He's seasoned.
If Ron Rivera drafts this Bama, I hope he does, matter of fact, with the 16th pick, so you could Kirk And I can say, Harold, I thought he was he might be what word you use for Heineken? He might be spectacular. Next level.
Yo, I'm gonna hold my judgment before, because you know what Bama's do, dog. As soon as you write a Bama off, call them trash, then they just gonna hold you to it for the rest of your life.
Please do.
All right.
Please do.
All right. Okay, we got 4 games this week. I mean 6. Sorry, we got 6 games this week. This is championship. D wasn't on here when I told Aaron it's a tight race. I'm leading the pack with 137. D, you at 131. Aaron at 136. Jeremy at 132. And then Marcus at 136. So it's still tight race, still anybody's game. These 6 games coming up going to make the world a difference. The first game on the docket is the Seattle Seahawks at the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers are favored -10 at home. Who you running with?
You in the lead, you first. Ain't that what y'all did to me last year?
So hold on, let me go ahead. So I'm gonna just tell you right off the bat, I'm going with Seattle. I think they didn't get this, I didn't think they didn't come this far to just get mudhole.
That was my pick, but now since you took them, I'm gonna go Sam. Make up that one.
You going 49ers?
Yeah, we going boom or bust.
All right.
I'm going Niners as well.
Okay. All right. You got the Los Angeles Chargers at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars are underdogs at home, 1 point. So it's essentially a pick 'em.
It's a pick 'em.
It's the Chargers versus the Jaguars.
The Chargers are so underwhelming.
I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, let me get the Jags.
Because this game is going to come down to coaching.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
I don't trust the Chargers head coach, dog. Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. Bills are favored -10.5 at home versus Miami.
Goodness. If that gone.
Tua, does that make a difference in how you think about this game?
Is he gonna play?
100%.
I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills.
Same here. I'm going with Buffalo. I don't trust Tua. I don't know if he's healthy. I feel like
even if he is healthy and he goes out there,
he's gonna get concussed again or something like
exactly. Something dangerous is gonna happen to that man. Please keep him off the field.
Yeah, his injury history has definitely followed him into the pros. Like I don't feel like he's gonna have a long career in the NFL based on how he's always injured.
Unless Bama just go out that jump and just play 2-hand touch with him and just don't hit him. Like if it's football, get him out of here, dog. It's done. His career is finished.
Yeah,
you can no longer put him out there at quarterback with peace of mind.
Yeah, he's gonna get hurt. He put up numbers this year too, and it's just
all dwindled away.
Yeah, man, injuries.
So who you going with? Aaron, you the last one.
I'm gonna go Dolphins to cover.
All right. Your New York Giants, D, at the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings are favored -3 at home. You already know my pick.
Which is?
The game's at 4:30 for the record.
The game is this the 4:30 game, yeah.
I'm going with the Giants, dog.
For real?
This is a Vegas special.
What's the spread?
3.
They should be ashamed of themselves. But I'm gonna go Giants.
Yeah.
to win.
Oh, dang, you took it a step further. Okay. Uh,
D don't want to root for his team at the
I
same
got
token. You don't want.
that's
So
the
it's the conundrum you find yourself in.
I'm in a kerfuffle. Um, uh, I'm going Minnesota, man.
He going the Vikings. They should win.
Minnesota,
I just want to say this: the Vikings should win this game
I
In a landslide.
in a landslide. They have a better team, in my opinion.
yeah,
No
what
disrespect to the Giants, I think they should win this game.
they should.
But but good old Kirk Cousins is known to lose games he should win. So I'm just going to go with my head.
I will
Uh,
say the Vikings defense is suspect, and that's probably the one thing that would give us a chance to win that game. If Daniel Jones can throw touchdowns.
yeah. Baltimore Ravens at the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are favorite -4.5.
Give me
I'm
the
going with the Bengals.
same here, Bengals.
Bengals. I think the Ravens. I don't know the timing to sign Roquan in between the last game of the season and
It's
this
like it's a
playoff
middle.
game where
It's a
Lamar
middle.
was pondering playing.
It's a middle
It's
finger.
almost like a troll. Yeah. So if I'm Lamar, I'm not playing. I'm like, go ahead out there with what you got. So to me, I don't think Lamar's gonna play, and they're gonna
Yeah,
get washed.
yeah. I wouldn't play if I was Lamar either. 'Cause that's a smack in the face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could have waited to the all season at least.
right,
Yeah, to pay Roquan. Like this is before the playoffs.
right.
Like you trying to incentivize him to like what? Whoever's running it is that
And
who's the
honestly,
GM?
they got rid of him.
Who's the GM at Baltimore? Bashadi? What's his
Not owner.
oh
Mm.
yeah, like this is literally the worst
Eric
management
DeCosta.
this is the worst management I've seen of a star player. The worst mismanagement of a player. The way like how they managing Lamar, like it's like dog, just pay the man and be on with it. But they trying to play this tug of war. They don't want to get behind him. Like dog, just say because he black and you know what I'm saying, you don't want to rock with him, just don't rock with him. But don't try to act like you do. And then they got Harbaugh in the middle, who the players rock with heavy and light as like they're like 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 for better term, like nigga whisperer, dog. Like this, like, oh, we're gonna just have him. He gonna keep
Nigga
everybody,
whisperer.
he gonna have everybody just go along with the plan, and then in the back end we can just do what we want to do. Like, dog, it's unfortunate that it gotta be this way because I'll tell you, Brock Purdy probably gonna get a long-term contract before Lamar do, and he ain't really done nothing.
Yeah, y'all remember the now I know it's a different sport. That year when Tim Duncan for the Spurs, remember he had sat out because he wanted to get paid, they didn't want to pay him. And then, playoffs came and what's the name was mad at him, the coach. But he was like, I'm not playing. And Kawhi Leonard did the same thing years later. It's like when players start doing these kind of, they start doing this, they're putting their bodies on the line. And you're saying, I'm not going to pay you for that. You're just going to take that chance. And you already know when you get hurt, that's it. Your value goes down significantly at that point. And they know that. Pay the dude Lamar, man. He put up the numbers. He's done. He's been the team. And it's obvious now because the Ravens ain't the same team right now without him.
They're not the same team. They're not the same team. And the window closes quickly. I mean,
Yes,
like
it
you
does.
can you can you can play this hardball with a quarterback like Lamar if you want to, but the players on the team know. They know like we only have a certain amount of time in a window. This guy gives us the best chance. And then they start to look at the organization like, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all don't really care about winning. When it's other stuff that comes into play, it's just obvious, dog. They don't really winning is not paramount. And then the fans, these not all of y'all, but some of y'all are idiots because y'all blame Lamar for sitting out and not playing when all he wanted was guaranteed money from the beginning. I mean,
And they don't have to like it, but the bar was moved with the deal that the Cleveland Browns made. That's the bar. You don't get to get upset because you don't like a deal that another team gave another player. That resets the floor. So you can play ball or you cannot. they're gonna have to end up franchise tagging them and maybe moving them. But what they get is a wasted season because you don't know how long your window is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And every chance you have to try to make the playoffs, have a good team, and try to win a Super Bowl, you're supposed to go out there and do that. They taking it for granted because Lamar makes up for a lot of deficiencies on that roster because the
Mhm.
GM is garbage. He can't pick an offensive player to save his life. So they just gonna get what they're gonna get. They're gonna go out there and get washed by Cincinnati, assume they're gonna be back the next year and the next year, and you just don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I got Cincinnati. We unanimous there. Dallas at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are favored minus one and a
How?
half at
How is
home.
that possible? You know? Give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys.
Dog, I'm not betting against Brady, though. Not this year. They weren't supposed to even make the playoffs, and they hit. So
That's because they forced division winners out of trash division. The same way Ron got in 2 years ago.
yeah,
They under
dog.
500.
This one of them sprinkle me, man. Like
You think Dallas could lose 2 weeks in a row to an inferior team?
it,
I know
what
you want
dog.
it to happen, but is that really going to happen?
Dak the Black Kirk Cousins, dog. We seen it happen.
He's worse than, oh my, he's trash.
Dog, you throwing picks to a team that's 28th in the league in takeaways.
And the pick that he threw to Fuller,
Fuller.
he threw the same play back to back. After he dropped the
The
first pick, he said, "No, nah,
same
take this one."
play. It was the same play, huh?
No, they just yeah. That team is a reflection of their head coach. And the
And
head
owner.
coach is not built for big games and having teams prepared and stuff like that. Could you imagine if Tomlin had that Cowboys roster? These
So let
Bama's
me
would
ask you
be
this: if they get bounced by a team under 500 in the first playoff game, does McCarthy keep his job or is he
No,
fired?
fired.
he gotta be fired. But you know, the Cowboys is the number one team at making excuses for why they lose. I mean, the media is starting to drum up, this is crunch time and this is the end of the road for McCarthy. He has to show up and blah blah blah. Like, dog, I mean,
You know who the end of the road is for? Bama that's in pictures from 67 years ago. That's who it's the end of the road for. What you mean? How is he? 92? How old is Jerry?
Hmm.
he old, dog.
Every week that Bama look another 10 years older. So I don't know. This might be it.
Dog, I mean, yeah, I don't, yeah. I don't know.
People,
They
but that's
better
the
get
thing.
put TO on the phone or something. I don't know.
But people didn't like McCarthy, not even this year, but the last couple seasons. They've been
Right?
talking about him being bad and needing to get out of Dallas.
No,
It
we
was a
know. Hold
bad
on,
hire to give him.
before he even got there, we knew he was not that good.
Nah, for
We
sure.
knew, we knew. We was like, dog, he's not that good. He wasn't good with the Packers. They underwhelmed, underperformed.
They got
He
another
just,
trash coach too.
yeah, like so, they traded trash for trash. So it just, to me, this is what they get.
He was
I
the
just tell you
biggest
this.
name that Jerry Jones could control. He like, I need a big name, a semi splash, but somebody who
Mhm.
will let me still pull a string.
Yeah,
And that's who Mike McCarthy was.
yeah. I I mean, yeah. This joint, it'll be I'm just saying, I know how Tom Brady get down when playoff time come and their resilience and just their ability to win games they shouldn't win. I can't bet against Brady, dog. I know the Bama 58 years old. I know he, what I'm saying, lost his youngin this year, but I feel like the things that are motivating him to win transcend the game, dog. So I'm a,
Traded
I'm a
Durant
rock
for a
with him.
2023.
I'm a rock with him until that junk die out on 495. Those are our games for this week. Crucial lineup. Uh, Anything else though? We ain't put on the docket. We ain't talk about. I mean, I know Cliff Kingsbury got fired. Y'all care about that?
Would you take him as OC for Washington?
Yes, I would take him as OC. But Ron not smart enough to do that. They go get him as a replacement. Yeah, but I would. Um, I guess the Bears now have the number one pick in the draft. Is there any way that you see them picking a quarterback?
The top quarterback is black, so I don't really see them trading one end for the next.
Mm-hmm.
I think if this was a Trevor Lawrence year or Andrew Luck or something like that, maybe. But
Mm-hmm.
there's no guy that they can surge to the top that would justify um, the number one overall pick. The guy from Kentucky is going to be the guy they're going to try to do that with. He's not good, so he won't be good in the league. Let's put it that way. So I don't really think there's anybody there that they would justify making that pick a quarterback.
So it's just an Alex Smith season then? Is that what you're saying? Of quarterback talent?
The guy that's going to be should be the number one pick is the guy from Alabama, but he's like 5'10", like 180, if that. He might not be 180. So he's a really small guy. And the way their offensive line is, and the way that they can't even protect Fields, that he's like my size, I just feel like they would destroy. What is his name? From the quarterback from Alabama, Harold.
Uh, you said quarterback from Alabama?
Bryce Young. Bryce Young.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So to me, he's just too small. They have so many holes on that team that they need to fill before they get to the quarterback position. I just can't see them picking a quarterback in this draft.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
Did I hear about the Jets were looking at Lamar Jackson?
No, every
Yeah.
team in the world need to be looking at Lamar Jackson that don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, but I feel
Even
like
if you got a quarterback, you need to be
That's a
looking at
fact.
Lamar Jackson.
yeah, but I feel like the Jets will actually be a good spot for Lamar. To be honest with you,
I
they had
agree.
they got a lot of talent, young talent on that
They do.
roster, and so
That's getting
you,
unused on
bruh, and you get
offense.
right, and you get a quarterback in that
But
scenario,
but 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 it's the thing though. You gotta first get that trash piece of trash off your roster first.
which is
Zach Wilson got to get off your roster
he's
first.
already done. You already know it.
No, 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 no,
He
no,
He
no,
done.
said
no.
off the roster. He don't want
No,
him
no. He gotta
on
be
the
off
push
your
card.
he gotta be off your but that's the stipulation if I'm Lamar Jackson for me to even consider going there. Like he gotta be off the roster.
You already know he done. You already know he done, man. After
Harold don't
this,
want him in the team picture. He don't want
yeah,
him in nothing.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want him in nothing,
yeah.
dog.
He said the yearbook picture. He don't want him in none of
This
that
scrub's far, far away, dog.
because
Um,
he cooked. Lamar gets in there, it's gonna cook. That team is gonna be
I,
so much better, man.
dog, can he come to Washington? What's the scenario
Who?
to get him here?
For what?
Lamar Jackson.
Why would you do
Y'all don't
that?
have the draft capital.
Even if you did, that would be a bad idea.
Why?
Because of the makeup of the team, of the organization. That's why I
No,
wouldn't say.
screw the organization, dog. This Bama can
The
he
roster's
can
loaded.
overwrite deficiencies in his organization, dog. You get him on the field, he can offset bad coach. This Bama's had terrible coaching for 3 years straight, 4 years straight, dog. Bama's got him doing scat back runs and QB options and running out of it's stupid offense. It's stupid. And they try to riddle him with
With no
he can't pass
receivers.
the ball and blah blah. This Bama got Beltway League receivers. Bama's is all basket catchers, no hands catchers, not one. His best receiver is his tight end. Dog, where they do that at, dog? It don't make no sense. All his running backs, all they needs is applesauce. The O line is it's not as good as it used to be, but it's decent. But like Young, I just get that man out of there, dog. Get him out of there.
But
I'm
I don't.
surprised Sean McVay not working on trying to get him over there. I know they don't have no money
They don't
and
have
no
nothing, dog.
nothing to
They have
trade.
nothing.
Bro, he mortgaged the
Sean
future for
McVay
that.
got to trade himself to get that back.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
mortgaged
they
the
ain't got
future for
nothing.
that Super Bowl. He mortgaged everything for that Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah. And then came back and mortgaged the next assets.
Right.
Like, yeah, that team doesn't have anything, any wiggle room, any movement. And it's like when you playing on Madden, when you give up all your draft picks to try to get players, and then you get to that draft, you just hit, you just skip that draft. You just
It
hit the
assimilates. It
yeah, you just
assimilates.
simulate that jump, dog, to go
Yeah.
to the next draft. And that's what Sean McVay want to do. He want to get out of LA because he like, dog, I don't got no picks. I don't got nothing. Like, we're not supposed to get with a third round pick. Like,
No
dog,
money.
let me get out of this, Joe. We strapped tight. All the money in the court. He got a quarterback who a shoulder is screwed up. Like, it's then you got a secondary quarterback who a basket case. Like, it's all bad, dog. So he trying to get out of there. The Bama will retire if he could, but I don't think he's gonna go that far.
He about to get 20 mil.
Yeah, he gonna try. He definitely gonna position for that bread. Um, dog in the NBA, who's the MVP this year? Is it Luca? Ja?
It's definitely not Ja.
Kevin Durant
Uh,
out now because the Bama Jimmy Butler fell on his leg. He out for the foreseeable future.
I think right now it might. I think it is going to be Luka right now. I
That's
think
right.
KD was making a strong case. Like if
Mhm.
he didn't get hurt, I think the way things was going, he was leaning towards becoming the MVP. But right now, it's leaning Luka.
Mhm. Yeah, I think Luca's that he's that guy, though. Bama's numbers are so crazy. I never seen a Bama like like his light ain't even green. It's fluorescent green. Like he can do this. Bama can throw the ball off the backboard. He could just any
But
kind like he free
he gets
reign.
to play backyard basketball in a way that nobody else gets to play. It's a lot of more talented guys, better shooters, better scorers, but they don't have the leniency to just do whatever.
Do
Come
whatever.
dribble, join 132 times and pass it on. You know what I mean? Shoot whenever you want to. It's just that's a different kind of green. He got the Kobe green light.
Yeah. His jump might even be greener than Kobe because
Fact.
they used to like slander Kobe for taking too many shots or like doing too like they were like, yeah, Kobe needs to pass. Like, you can't win that way. They would just slander and say you can't win that way, right? Dog, with Luca, they don't, it's no criticism, dog.
You
This
know that
Bama
though.
literally does whatever he wants to do.
And he's the primary ball handler. At least Kobe wasn't. He was a two shooting guard. What you supposed to do? Shoot. This man will bring the ball up, do whatever you want.
No, it's amazing, yeah. It's amazing. But yeah, I mean, when your numbers like that, I mean, you really can't dispute. I mean, he cooks, no doubt about it, but that Bama can do whatever. Uh yeah. Follow us at OSS 980 at Other Side of Sports. Shout out to Where's Buffy Podcast, shout out to Lance J Radio, shout out to Kicking It with G Man, shout out to Sports Talk Tasha, shout out to Jenna Garcia, shout out to everybody who rock with us heavy, share the content, subscribe. We out.